There we go. I'll even unmute myself for this stream, because why not? I do love this game. This game is really fun. It's telling me I have a lot of new stuff to look at right now. I think it's just a matter of I think I have rat tails. Yeah, I have rat tails right now, so I can upgrade a few of my classes. Yeah, they're literally used to unlock like passive abilities. Like for Divine Commander, I can unlock a new sword skill called Vigorous Sword for my square square triangle. However, thanks to one of my passives, my affinities, I can have like pretty much any weapon skill on whatever weapon I'm using. However, I can't use great sword weapon skills on a single hand sword. Same with single hand sword skills on great swords. Can't do it. This class scales with agility. Also, certain classes like main ability will tell you what it scales with. So it's like if it says it scales with strength and agility, that means by raising your strength and agility, that skill will do more damage, or will have better effectiveness. It's pretty good, pretty good. Change up your like combo abilities. Also, don't forget to change your command abilities as well, like your regular hold L2, your 4 abilities, your bringer, your light bringer slash whatever bringer you have, and your 3 instant abilities. Yeah, command abilities I don't think classify as instant abilities, but they're basically our version of instant ability. Like we pop it and just use it instantly. Which I always keep overpowered because sometimes you just need to break the enemy stamina. Because fuck their break gauge. Fuck your power levels, and fuck you. Fuck you, Tien Shinhan. Fucking. It's so good. It's so good. It's just so fucking good. I need enough mannequin coins that I can fuse my Vendetta mask with my Raider bandana, so I can have Titan. Also, while I'm in your game, wait, I'm not in your game right now. I'm in my own game. Give me a minute. Go to Chaos difficulty. Go to Bahamut difficulty real quick, so I can look at the exchange shop. Let's see, what can I buy at the exchange shop? There's no great swords, but there's a gun, a katana, and a spear. What about armor? Nope, the armor's not that great. I kind of wish accessories could come with fucking summon blessings, considering they are a piece of gear. Well, that would give us, that would give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of gear that can have a summon blessing. To be fair, if I had a say in how the accessories worked in this game, they would not only have job affinities on them, they could also come with summon blessings. I'd make it that way only because it's like, why not? Like, this game has no PvP. Like, I can't like turn on my allies and just start beating their ass. Granted, why would I want to turn on my allies and start beating their ass? Because that just sounds counterintuitive. Like, the goal is to win the mission, not, kill each other. What do you mean, my guy? Yikers, my dude. Yeah, you have to have at least one of every type of weapon in the game, sadly. Just so you know, I believe at some point the whole having to keep at least one of every weapon type goes away, because I have weapon types that just don't exist anymore. Kind of a thing. Yeah, like I don't think the whole you must keep one of every weapon type like remains a permanent thing. But at the same time, like for some weapons, like my great sword and my single hand sword, I have Braveheart and I have Rebellion. So no matter what, I'll always have those in my inventory because you can't get rid of them, you can't dismantle them. They stay 1 star forever. However, unlike Rebellion, which is a sword I wish I could get a fucking artifact version of because I really love this sword, you can get an artifact version of Braveheart because the Warrior of Light is now a boss fight in the game. And the Cyclic Greatsword is this game's version of Rebellion. It's basically the enhanced version of Rebellion, which is cool. Like I do like it. It's just I don't always like it. I also need a better fucking shield. I need a way better shield than what I got right now. Oh, I'm just waiting until that's done. Like, I'm not gonna hop into a mission, because if I hop into a mission, it's gonna take a lot longer than you and I running through a mission together. Yeah, remember, I can hop into Lefenia difficulty and grind whenever I want. That may be true, but I can't do that in co-op. I can only do that in single player, do my grinding, because you're not caught up to me. Not a few days. Getting to Lefenia difficulty, God, that'll take so long. But no, there's a lot of requirements you have to actually meet in order to get like different difficulties to unlock. Like like as I said, some missions will only unlock once you're above a certain difficulty. Like once you're above story, action, and hard, and you unlock chaos. That's when you're gonna find out, why can't I go to Bahamut difficulty? I've done everything. Well, the thing is, you may have done all the missions, but you haven't done everything. There's these glowing purple orbs you can find in missions. You have to find all of them, because one of them contains lore in that mission, which gives you a data log. If you find all of the data logs in the game, more missions become available to do, which will allow you to go past Chaos difficulty to Bahamut difficulty. And the missions you're specifically looking for are these red fucking missions called additional missions. The one I'm on right now is called Scarlet Memories, the Mage's Despair. These missions are required to go above fucking Chaos difficulty, which I think is fucking stupid. Like, I hate that they lock missions behind certain things you have to find in certain missions. Lore-wise, it gets you to replay the missions, because the missions are small. Like, the missions aren't super large. You can go through them pretty quickly. But looking for those particular fucking items is a pain in the ass. Because the game doesn't tell you where they are. And you have to find them or you can't unlock all the missions in the game, which means you can't go past Chaos difficulty. Just grab everything. Like, if it tells you can hold touchpad to interact with it, interact with it. Always touch it. Touch everything in the game. You never know what's going to be important or what's not going to be important. This is a nice piece of glass. Are we in Insomnia right now? It's like, yes, that is Insomnia outside the window. It's like, damn, so we really are in Final Fantasy 15. It's like, yes. But only when you go to a mission area in the game called Vigilia Court. Because that is the castle of Insomnia. Yeah, you're basically like traveling through the inside of Noctis's home. Where Final Fantasy 15, you never get to see his like the inside of his home hardly at all. But yeah, Vigilia Court is quite literally like where the royal bloodline of Noctis and shit live. Noctis is royalty. Like, he's marrying the princess of another kingdom to try to settle the long-standing blood feud they've had. But because of Arden's intervention, corrupts the other kingdom, which causes the other kingdom to kill Noctis' father and family while he's on his way to go get hitched with the fucking Emperor's daughter. who is trying to prepare him to become essentially a deity. Because Noctis becomes a god, technically. You kill God. Every Final Fantasy, you kill whatever what the rising deity is in that fucking Final Fantasy. Like Artem is the apocalypse of Final Fantasy 15, like the actual apocalypse. So you're fighting what is essentially the ultimate evil as just a regular dude who just like, I have to live for several years inside of a fucking crystal because it was preordained that I get sucked inside the crystal. That sucks ass. However, how it was originally going to go is Noctis would have left Insomnia already with the powers of light. Which means he could have stood against Arden from the moment he started his journey versus only being able to stand up against him at the end of his journey. Yeah, the end of Noctis' journey is he becomes capable of standing up against the ultimate evil. However, due to how the base game goes, Noctis has to die at the end of the game. However, at the end of the game, Noctis throws his sword straight down, creating a rift when he kills Arden, and then goes back in time to rewrite all the mistakes that led up to Arden having to die, so no one has to die. Which is what the graphic novel A New Dawn is based off of. It's the true. It is what was going to be the true ending for Final Fantasy 15. Like, A New Dawn was going to be the real ending of Final Fantasy 15, where no one had to die. Like, Luna Freya didn't have to die, Ignis didn't have to become blind, fucking, like, no one had to suffer. Like, it's literally Noctis going back through time, changing the fate of all of his friends, and everyone that died. So that no one has to die, including the Emperor of the fucking kingdom. I have not even watched Solo Leveling. I played the, I'm currently playing the fucking, I shouldn't say this, I'm technically playing an early version of the mobile version of Solo Leveling Arise. So, yeah, I am playing that. I am never going to stream it because, well, I'm not allowed to stream it yet. But, yeah, I've been playing it. It's really fun. Like, Solo Leveling is a great anime. Like, it's just a dude leveling up and becoming a badass. That's pretty fucking cool. I don't know the whole entire premise, but just, it's a single dude becoming the strongest in his reality. That's pretty cool. Aren't those called, like, manhwa? Ah, manhwa's the comic. So what is Solo Leveling anyway? Like, I know it's not a manhwa. Oh, so it's a manhwa and a novel. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've never read it. I've only heard of the manga. I've only heard of the show. Now that I'm playing the actual video game, it's really fun. I really hope it comes to like PS5, PS4, like the make all the consoles. I hope it comes to all of them because game looks fun. Game's so fun, and the game would feel way better on an actual system versus mobile because mobile you have that virtual keyboard and shit. It's just weird. Mobile control is weird. It's why when I play mobile games, it's very specific. It's usually a casual game of some kind, turn-based RPG, or an idle game where I tap the screen, or it's a game where the characters will do the shit for you and you just upgrade them and make sure they're strong. Like, I play that type of shit on my phone. When it comes to actual video games, I use my actual game console for video games. Like, I didn't play Genshin on my mobile phone. Granted, I could have played Genshin on my phone. Didn't want to. Didn't play good for me. Like, Punishing Grey Raven, another game. I wish that game would come to console. Same with Honkai Impact 3rd. I would play the hell out of those all over again. But they're probably never going to come to console. So, only way I can play them is playing on my old phone. Because I have everything in both those games. And the worst part is, I never spent a single penny in either one of them. And I have basically everything that I wanted. I'm not a big fan of MiHoYo personally. Like, Like, don't get me wrong, their games aren't bad. It's just the gotcha shit is just too much. It's just too much gotcha. Like when you lock gear and shit behind gotcha or through an energy system, it's so stupid. Genshin Impact, in order to get 5-star gear in Genshin Impact, you have to use the gotcha system. You have to gotcha 5-star weapons and gotcha 5-star characters. 4-star stuff can be acquired in game, but if you want the good 4-star weapons, the good 5-star weapons, you have to gotcha. Gotta pay. Either that or spend like 1,000 days grinding up the in-game currency to do a shitload of pulls. But by the time you have the currency to do your pulls, there's going to be new banners, which might not even be something you want, which... That's kind of why I hate Genshin. It's like, if they added all the characters from all the banners into the regular default banner of the game, it wouldn't be that bad. If everything from weapons to characters were just added to the default gacha, it wouldn't be such a bad experience, but because it's so predatory when it comes to monetization, it's just not fun. Like, the only time I spent money on Genshin is when my buddies sent me $200, said spend it on Genshin. I want to see if you get anything. Got not a single character. I was pulling on a 5-star banner, did 80 pulls. Didn't get a single fucking character, not even a 4-star character, just got between 1 and 4-star weaponry. That's all I got. I was so pissed. I did a character gotcha pull where you're not supposed to get weapons, and I only got weapons. How the fuck does that work? Yeah, do a gotcha where you're not supposed to get weapons and still get weapons. Isn't that funny? I at least figured I'd have at least gotten a character. Like, I still don't have Jean and D-Luke to this day, and those are the only 2 characters I want. I don't care for anyone else in that fucking game. I just want Jean and D-Luke. I have Qixing, I have my main character, I just need Jean and D-Luke, and my team is set. Yeah. So basically, you started the game, the free pulls were kind of nice, then you did your $10 method, and you were like, oh no, that's bad. Dude. The worst part is the fact that they now have to tell you what the drop rates for all the characters are in the character banners. It's low. It's not like a fair type of low. It's like it's lower than the lowest standards. Because getting a 5-star character in a lot of gacha games is usually between 0.5% to 1.5%. Like in between that. It's even less in Genshin. It's 0.0 something. It's really low for 5-star characters. It's low for 4-star. God forbid, because you're more likely to get anywhere between 1-star shit to 3-star shit than you are to get 4 and 5-star shit. And getting 4-star shit is infinitely easier to get than 5-star stuff, because 5-star stuff has such a low drop rate that you could probably spend $1,000 and never see a 5-star in the game. Unless it does the pity system, because the pity system will guarantee you a 5-star. It's random. I don't like pity systems. Like, pity systems are nice, but only if it lets me choose the thing I get. Not just a random, like, Reddit 50-50 challenge bullshit. Like, I don't want to play Reddit 50-50. I just want to choose my thing and get out of here. Because I would have had Jean and D-Luke if I was allowed to pick like that. Like, I'd have had them already, and I'd probably still be playing Genshin to this day, because I'd have my team. The main character has Geo element, Qixing, which is an Electro element, fucking Jean, which is an Animo element, and a D-Luke, which is a Fire element. There you go, there's my team. I wouldn't need anybody else. Granted, considering I beat the game with the main character anyway, just as Geo element. Like, the main character's broken as fuck. But the main character can't wield every weapon in the game, which I think is kind of stupid. Like, you're the main character. You should be allowed to wield whatever you want. Or at the very least, if you're going to give me a main character that wields a single-hand sword, at least make the motherfucker dual wield. You know, make them unique. Like, make me feel like I'm playing Kirito all of a sudden. Like, if you're gonna force me to have to fucking use gacha to get gear and shit, at least let me be Kirito. At least then I'm gonna be a badass regardless of the gear I have. Yeah, let me enjoy my game. I don't mind spending money on a gacha game, but if I'm not enjoying the game, like the world of Genshin, if you're going in it to explore the world is fucking immaculate. Beautiful game. Beautiful in almost every way except the combat. The combat is where the game really doesn't shine very well unless you make one-shot builds. Oh, and the worst part about Genshin, by the way, is it is a meta chasing game. You're always chasing the next best character, and I fucking hate that. Like, I don't mind meta chasing when it comes to some games. Like Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. The meta in that game is just make your fucking build and it'll just fall into place eventually. My build is falling into place. I was taking no damage from the fucking boss that we were fighting together. At all. I was taking nothing. So my build, it's working. It's starting to work. My build is coming through. Once I get over 100% Alexander, over 100% Bahamut, which I already have, 100% Odin, and 100% Phoenix, which I already have, that my build will be complete. After that, it's just building up Alexander and Odin. Because I looked it up, you only need 100% affinity with Bahamut and a few others, but Odin and fucking, what was the other one I said? There's Bahamut, Odin, Alexander. Odin and Alexander, for every 100% you have in those, it scales per 100%. Where the other ones don't. Well, sorry, Shiva also does. Shiva is, if you get critical hits, it slows down the enemy. Imagine my build with Alexander. By the way, Alexander will negate a certain amount of damage depending on my max HP. And that scales based off of how much percentage I have in Alexander as well. So basically, any enemy doing 1,000 damage to me because I have over 3,000 health would never be able to hurt me as long as I have Alexander over 150%. I'm excited, dude. Like, the builds, the summon blessings are working the exact way I told my buddy Aeon that they would work. That some of them would have flat rates, but some of them would not only have flat rates, but would scale based off of their affinity percentage. So for every 100% for Odin and Alexander, oh baby, that's good shit. On top of my near-death damage taken being minus 40-something%, and my max HP damage taken minus like almost 50%, I take basically nothing from pretty much anything now. I'm not trying to make a build where I do the most damage. I'm just trying to make a build where I can't fucking die. I want a build where I can go into the Rift Labyrinth alone, get hit by some bullshit grab attack that should one-tap me, but doesn't one-tap me anyway. A singing barbarian, yeah. That was the meta for fucking the Diablo 2 for a while. Use the shared storage so you can get your other characters built, yeah. Yep. Yep. which means they're only doing they're only doing 75% damage. Oh, they're just immune to it. Oh, that ain't good. Ooh. Oof. 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 Anyway, I'm waiting for that multiplayer, brother. Did you? Oh, you did? Thank you. I've been waiting, but then again, I was on the shitter for about 2 minutes talking to you about fucking my build being all fucking catawampus now. My build's getting scary, dude. Once this build is fully done, I'm gonna start teaching this build to like everyone that I play with. But I want to make sure the build works the way I want it to first, before I start recommending the build. Because if it doesn't work the way I want it to work, then there's no reason for me to recommend the build. But if it works the way I want it to, then we could just have a full team of invulnerable people. There's a cat underneath my ass. Hey, how'd you get in here? How did you get in here? How? Luna? Yes, I am. I am whoever your second player is, essentially.
We've been walking for a while. Is this the cave the kid was talking about?
I don't see any other caves.
Yeah, when you're looking at your own menus, like I will always be whoever the character directly underneath Jack is. Without fail, meaning you can make me play as any one of the NPCs in the entire game. And I will look like any one of them, however, I will always have my gear, because you don't have this fucking gun. These are the basic attacks of the gun. Just basic melee. Oh, stop. You see up there?
Damn webs.
Little spider.
I barely even got going.
I could do this all day.
And yes, shooting fire at the webs sets the webs on fire. Yeah, do it. Gotta let it charge all the way first. Oh, you're also out of MP. Yeah, you were also out of MP. And I just realized that. Hold on, bring out your magic real quick. And hold it. Oh, they made it so you recover MP while charging magic now. So now being a mage, like if I'm my mage class and I use, say, all of this. No, like I'm not recovering MP at all. So I guess your class, oh, you probably have a passive thanks to your affinities that gives you MP regeneration when you're charging spells.
Enemy spotted.
Let's knock 'em down.
That would actually make a lot more sense than what's going on with me. Yeah, you're probably rocking a passive of some kind that gives you really good shit. Also, down here leads to this shit. Little treasure chest. What do you mean? The treasure chest right here? Weird. I know what you could have seen. Ooh, maybe it was touchpad to pick an item off the ground, because some items you can just pick up off the ground using touchpad.
The air feels wrong. Yeah.
Or you saw a purple without realizing it.
Weird. It feels like,
Like a purple orb.
Before.
I've had that feeling before. And it's best not to think about it. You won't think
Accidental orb gathering.
Yeah. And right now, we need to focus on what's ahead. Forget about it.
I can get behind that.
Actually, no, they don't assume that. It's just, even if they're not in the party, they can still talk to you. Because theoretically, we're all traveling together, is what's happening. Also, yes, I can just pull out my gun and just start shooting enemies to death.
Looks worth picking up.
Butt strike them with the gun. Hell yeah! Guns were added into the game via an update.
I think we can use that.
Better not forget where it is.
You're just prompto.
Are those the pirates?
Full heal. You've reset all of my buffs. However, the 2 buffs you can't reset are my fucking shell and protect. Because they activate even when they hit 0.
Come out.
What do you mean? Oh, the cubes?
Don't sweat it.
Yeah, you have to grab them each time you go through the dungeon. You don't have to touch them, however, you can just skip them and just continue running through the dungeon. Like, I don't need to touch the cubes. You don't have to touch the cubes.
Strong enough to strip pain.
Like, you could just not touch the cubes the entire mission, but I always recommend touching the ones right outside the boss room. That way, if you die, you just spawn outside the boss room instead of having to fucking run all the way back. Fight me! Fight me! Yeah, you're gonna give me my 20 stack of all stat increases. You know, as long as my friend doesn't murder you. Fucking Molotov. He's after you. No, he's dead. Well, I have a stack of 3 all stat boost. Oh, there's spiders and there's bats. No. You activated Lightbringer. Easy. Wonder what my Lightbringer is?
I've never seen anything like this.
I'm gonna run into a group of
Pirates
enemies
sure
and use
chose
it.
an odd place for their hideout.
Cubes, over there.
Let's have a look.
Also, touch these cubes. Make a habit of touching these cubes on this mission because this room is a fucking like locked room. Like once we drop in, we're trapped in here until we kill the Curl in the gauge over here.
That one looks tough.
Also, this is my Lightbringer.
I always wanted a cat, but not like this.
You know, I almost feel sorry for them.
Did it swallow this key?
Also, smack this wall real quick.
Pirates didn't care for this.
Treasure chest. Now that we killed the Curl, we can open up the door we came from, leading back where we came, and then over here is where we gotta go. Use the pirate's key.
Come out.
We're about to fight Lord Bikke.
Plunder.
Also, when you catch up to me, make a hard left. Just press X to dash through them. Just yeah, like look, see this barrel? X. You can just dodge through them. Like Dark Souls dodge through barrels and shit. It's literally the same thing. It's the same thing. Same with Dark Souls 2 and 3. You can dodge through barrels. Also over here. Down here leads to a treasure chest. Just don't fall in the water.
We can't get across?
No, must be another way.
There's bridges, so it's fine. Also, all the big boxes over here leads to a big wall. Ow! He hit me. He slapped me, dude. Also, I want you to guess what's going to appear in front of us right over here. Like, take a guess before you run forward. Like, what enemies do you think are going to jump out of the water?
I can't do this for much longer.
Sahagin.
I just hate being surprised. Let's get it.
Also, unless it's an elemental, all creatures are weak to pretty much any magic. Like, Sahagin are still weak to water element, even though they're water creatures.
Time is about to rest.
Let's relax for a bit.
Sahagins in regular Final Fantasy are also weak to water. Well, ice specifically. But ice and water in this game are technically the same element. Technically, considering they are, you know, ice is just solid water. Max item level? For me, 500. 500. That's max gear level. Max gear score is 500. Max class level is 300. However, you'll only get the things to go to 300 because 200 is all that's acquirable in the main game. Like, even with the DLCs, 200 is all that's acquirable, but when you do the Rift Labyrinth, you can go to 300 once you're floor 101 and higher. Yep, only because the items to raise your max level only appear from floor 101 and higher. It's per class, per fucking level unlock, and they can only appear from Arcanium chests, which require Arcanium to open, and Arcanium can only be acquired in the Rift Labyrinth.
Follow me.
It's basically like a greater rift in fucking Diablo 2 and 3, but the problem is, it's just not a greater rift. It's a 1,000 floor fucking dungeon.
Let's be the first to welcome these monsters.
Right, destroy it. Fun fact, any creature that comes out of these, if you destroy the source they come out of, they instantly explode and die, regardless of their health. So you can just skip the enemies, destroy the fucking ball sacks on the thing, and then they'll all just blow up and die, dropping all their loot. You can, yes. Yeah. When you come all the way down here, by the way, there's a chest. There'll be a chest on your right,
Take a good look.
right here.
Because we're headed right back into the thick of it.
Now you may think. Oh, so touch these cubes. Oh no, we're heading towards that tree. But no, all you do is come over here. Don't run too far right. Over here should be like a glowing thing here near the tree. Then you come over this way to a chest. Yep, but also be careful when looking at the ground, by the way, because if you're right here looking this way, you can see the edge where it's the drop off to your death. Like, it's so hard to tell because the water is so fucking blue, and the edge of the fucking ground is also light blue. It's a fucking cheeky bullshit. Like, I didn't think you could walk back there and get that chest. I was like, there's a chest over there. How the fuck do I get to it? As I watched my buddy Aeon run across the water, I was like, oh, it's shallow here. Then he walked a little too far left, fell to his death. Walked a little too far right, fell. It's like, okay, so it's just a path that leads to this shit. Also, I'm gonna shoot this fucking spider. Pew! Let me reload my gun. There's a cactar too. I heard it. Sahagin are coming. Don't worry, I'll shoot him from here. Let me fire my last bullet. Let me reload my gun real quick. Hey Raz, watch how I reload my gun. And also, see this Sahagin over here? This is what happens when I do a circle, by the way. I just do an attack animation and they just blow up. That's it. You actually do like a grab, beat their ass bullshit, and then you kill them. I wanna get physical, physical. I like how we fucking had the same brain. My mom would listen to like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and all that type of shit. Backstreet's back, alright. Boss fight. Alright, so how would you like to handle this boss fight? Would you like me to just kind of watch you do it, or do you want me to just kind of get in there? Let you learn the mechanics, you know, before you get your ass killed.
You've got some stones coming here.
Oh, you can't stagger the boss, by the way. Bosses are unstaggerable.
You're Bikke?
And he wields an axe, so he's basically a berserker.
We're looking for the crystals.
Just a little heads up for like his fighting style, because he's a bit aggressive, and he can change into throwing a Molotov straight into your face too. But you can parry the Molotov and throw it back at him.
Pure chaos, if you ask me. Chaos, savvy? Just tell us where the crystals.
Yeah, you can circle parry the Molotov. It's a purple skill, dude. You parry and throw it back at him.
Fool not to laugh at a pirate's jokes, lad.
Creates a hazard at his feet of a fire circle, which can also ignite him on fire too. And fun fact, this game functions a little like Pokemon. Enemies that are on fire do a little less damage. Well, physical damage anyway. I think it's only like a 25% cut to their overall fucking damage though. Don't worry, I'll focus on the ads. The ads are dead. Yo ho ho! Yo ho, yo ho. Here, watch this real quick. Oh yeah, I can't use overpower right now. No, I have it unlocked, but in order to use overpower, I have to activate my Lightbringer. It can only be used while in Lightbringer. Yep, grab attack stock. Remember, you can hold L1 just to block, too. Look at me, stupid. Ads are here. I didn't mean to attack you, Bikke. Bikke, what are you doing? I got his attention. He wanted to take out the ads. Gotta dodge those. You have to dodge red attacks. Those are not blockable, nor are they parryable. Yeah. That's the only downside to red attacks, is a lot of people don't realize you have to avoid them. What the fuck are you coming after me for, Bikke? What did I do to you? Headbutts and punches and kicks. Liberator has literally a passive with its 400% affinity, which makes it so you're at a 50% affinity you get a 25% increase to your parry window. Then at fucking 400% or 300% you get a 50.2% increase. Specifically to the L1 parry. Like I told you, like Liberator is the Crusader. Like it's the Crusader class from Diablo. That's all it is.
No.
Plus, Liberator's triangle skill, if you go for the evocation route, makes it so any ally outside of your AoE healing skill, which by the way, just you activate it just by pressing triangle once, and it activates, it stays active until your MP runs out. But anyone outside of it or within it heal. as long as it's the evocation route. But you're not going to have access to evocation or Ultima for quite a while.
Made a deal with chaos. Stories and legends about.
Oh yeah, you don't unlock like evocation and fucking Ultima fucking options until Bahamut difficulty, possibly Chaos.
This journey might not be a waste after
Because
all.
Bahamut difficulty is when the summon blessings start appearing. Yeah, like it's real interesting. I played a lot of this damn game, dude. I'm not the best at it by no stretch of the word. Return to room screen, yes. I'm continuing multiplayer. Hell yeah, brother. Don't forget to check your shit when you get back. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the smithy and dismantle all the shit that I got from going through the mission with you already. White, blue, and green, dude. White, sky blue, and green. The sky blue is fucking... Like, my 1-star rarity is literally the sky blue color, but the fucking artifact rarity is like a deep ocean blue. Well, like a bluish purple is what the blue artifact gear is. Like, it's blue with tinge of purple. For what? Okay. Gods. Playing this game with friends is so fun. Let's check Gmail and Twitter today. Now live on your channel. Of course I'm streaming. I just haven't, sent out a link because I just don't care to. What would you do if a meteor slammed into the planet? No, I don't know. Die. That's what I would do. What was the best video game of 2004? The games in the list, by the way, is Sonic Advance 3, Splinter Cell, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, Chain of Memories, Ratchet and Clank, Half-Life 2, Metroid Echoes, Sly 2, Halo 2, GTA San Andreas, Pikmin 2, Super Mario DS, Star Wars Battlefront 1. Well, sorry, the original Star Wars Battlefront back on PS2, the original PS2 Spider-Man, the original PS2 Metal Gear Solid, Doom 3, Crash and Spyro bundle, Fable, Crash Twinsanity, The Polar Express, and the Dot Hack Network posted Dot Hack Quarantine Part 4, the final chapter. Who remembers Battletoads? Battletoads was the game that pissed me off. That fucking motorbike sequence sucked so bad. To this day, I still can't get past that damn motorbike sequence. Still can't. I can get all the way to it without taking a single hit or even dying, but then when as soon as I get to the motorbike, I die. Every time. I can't do it. Yeah, I've never beaten Battletoads. Supposed there's a Battletoads 2. Did not know that. Battletoads was on Super Nintendo. Battletoads was a lot older than Nintendo 64. Now, mind you, I do think Battletoads was on the Nintendo 64 as a later release, but I played it on regular, like, Super Nintendo. Like, plug the fucking cartridge in. Super Nintendo, not the one where you put it in, click it down, close the thing. It was the Super Nintendo that you could plug in the Game Boy Color Super Nintendo cartridge. You just plug your Game Boy Color game into it, plug it into the system, and play your Game Boy Color games on your TV. Yeah, I played Pokemon Yellow on my fucking TV, on my great grandma's fucking 100-inch flat screen TV one day. She loved the entire game until I got to Lavender Town, and she was like, this place is creepy. How long you gotta be there?" It's like, not long. I just gotta go up this tower, do this real quick, talk to the dude, and then leave. Because my grandma did not like the music of Lavender Town at all. To be fair, though, the original Lavender Town music was causing people to go fucking crazy. Like, there were people in Japan killing their families because of that music. Because apparently it played a certain wavelength of music that caused their brains to go fucking weird. I don't know. Like, I never experienced that. Like, I've listened to Lavender Town music, like, even the original Lavender Town music, which sounds way scratchier than the remade version. But I listened to that for like 6 hours, didn't feel anything. I was like, I don't know why people went insane over this version of the song. Like, yeah, it's shittier than the newer version, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It had this very high-pitched sound that was in it, that was behind all the other audio, that apparently caused people to face wildly different effects from listening to it. Some people would go insane, some people would kill themselves, and so on and so forth. Like, it was just bad. They eventually changed the music, but I didn't learn about this until 2018, back when I was watching YouTube. I was just watching a PokeTuber talk about it, and I was like, oh, that's wild. Didn't know Pokemon had that kind of effect on people back in the day. Did not know. Till 2018, I found that out via a YouTube video. I was like, oh, that's weird. Don't know if it's true. Do not know if it's true to this day. I refuse to look it up because it's like, man, it sounds funny as fuck. Like, it sounds so fucking funny because it sounds made up. But it's a real thing. It actually happened. It's just, it doesn't sound real. Then there's me over here drinking fucking coffee and hardly any water. Even though I got a cup of water sitting back over here in a 24-ounce cup. Fresh from the fridge, too. And what I mean by fresh from the fridge isn't those like fancy fridges our grandparents had where you like had a water and ice dispenser on it, like built into it. Like I got like a water jug in the fridge I fill my cups with. Good old water jug. My great grandma had a fancy fridge like that where it had a built-in ice like it was a 2-door fridge, opened up, freezer on the left half, fridge on the right half. Had its own ice maker and everything. It was like a $2,000 fridge. And my great grandma got it for a fucking deal at a bargain sale for only $500. It was broken and everything. My great grandpa fixed it back to new. Because all that was missing in it, the only thing that was missing, the reason why the fridge no longer works, because it ran out of coolant. Just ran out of coolant. My great grandpa fixed it. He took out the coolant tank, popped in another one, got it back to fixed, and it worked just fine. Granted, he had to clean off like 2 inches thick of nasty off that fridge, from what he told me. He was like, yeah, no, that fridge was disgusting. Like, they had that fridge out in their fucking carport for like fucking like 12 years, kind of disgusting. Like, that fridge needed a bath. But no, a lot more things needed replaced in it, because my great-grandpa said he had to get parts to fix a bunch of different things, because some of it, like some of the more key components were rusted, but other components were rusted, but weren't so rusted they were unusable. All he did was like use a solvent that killed the rust, and he fucking, welded more metal onto the metal that needed metal. My grandpa loved working on cars and working on shit he loved metalwork. Like, he loved metalwork. My great-grandpa always wanted to be a blacksmith. But, he didn't get the chance to be a blacksmith because he grew up in a time period where being a blacksmith was no longer needed. Like, don't get me wrong, if I wanted to get into crafting, I would literally want to be blessed by the crafting deity themselves. Meaning I could just craft whatever the fuck I wanted out of any material. I would just be the crafting god. I would love that shit so much. Just craft shit to sell my wares to the people of the world. But no, I wish I was a deity so I could run my own shop. However, my shop would only appear for people who need to see me. But you wouldn't know you need to see me until the shop appears. But however, you won't even know what the shop is because, well, I'm going off the logic of like the manga Triple X Holic. I don't know if there's an anime to it, but I read the manga. This fucking interdimensional shop appears for this fucking high school kid. He goes in and it changes his life forever. And he eventually becomes the proprietor of the shop. And his girlfriend / fiance can't visit him except for one day out of the entire year, every year. Because if she goes there, something bad will happen on any other day. She gets a 1-day pass to visit him at the fucking shop. But can't see him any other day. But yeah, you're the proprietor of an interdimensional shop that helps people of all races and species. Yet you're just on Earth. You're just hanging out on Earth. Just like, yeah, I'm just here. Just hanging out, having a good day. Has a beautiful sand garden that if you perform a certain ritual, it fills with water. You can talk with water spirits. It's really cool. Like, Triple X Holic is a pretty good manga. And it may be called Triple X Holic. It's like XXX Holic. I don't really know how to pronounce that fucking title. I just call it Triple X Holic. Yeah, it's a weird title, but it's not a bad manga. It's pretty good. Like, if there was a video game based off that manga, I'd fucking play it. Because one of the things that happens to the main character is he ends up destroying a spider web. The spider wishes to the Spider Queen for him to lose one of his eyes. So the Spider Queen takes his eye, and he has to go talk to the Spider Queen to ask for forgiveness for destroying the spider's home, not knowing that that was a thing that could even fucking happen. She refuses, swallows his eye, and then he awakens to some type of fucking power, which kills the spider fucking queen and whatever fucking minions she has in the room. And then he becomes the proprietor of the shop. But because he awoke, the original proprietor ceased to exist. So now he's spending the rest of basically eternity looking for her, trying to bring her back so he can, leave the shop and go live a normal life. Well, it's not that he poked the hornet's nest. He destroyed a spider nest not knowing that a spider god existed.
And we're here.
Like, didn't even think it was a possibility. It was just cleaning up the shop like he was told to. Then all of a sudden his eye was covered in web and fucking... He couldn't see out of it.
Just focus on getting to Astos with your head on your shoulders.
Also, he may have pronounced that as Astos. It's pronounced Astos. Because Jack actually calls him by his real name, which is Astos. But no, different dialects, different ways of pronouncing shit.
We'll watch your back.
Japanese to English translation. Also, down here first. Up there leads to a door that leads to the upper section. If you want to go up there and I stay down here and take out this shit, like, we can do it that way. But I also don't know if you're confident enough to start, like, trying to mollywop shit on your own. Don't get me wrong, I do believe you can do it, though, because, well, all you're missing is skills. That's literally all you're missing. You got hit with paralysis powder. It is so confusing that I'm just taking no damage from these enemies, and it's on hard mode. Also, the reason why we came down here was for this chest. This chest has the fucking key you have to have in order to go through the door through that way. However, I'm going to go the other way now and go upstairs and kill those enemies. Also, there's another version, like a side quest version of this dungeon that you can do at some point that ends with this room, and if you don't come up here first, there's ghosts on the left and right side that'll drop the chandeliers on you, hurting you. They do that, too. Also, the bullets from my fucking gun can launch enemies. Ghost of Yotei is a pretty good game. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't really care for Ghost of Tsushima because I own the PS Plus version of it where it's just the online multiplayer.
Let's go.
I bet this place is filled with secret.
And don't get me wrong, Ghost of Tsushima is a pretty good game. Like, the combat looks fucking amazing. It's just, I'd rather play Wulong. Wulong is amazing.
Keep your eyes peeled, Jack. It's around here somewhere.
Wulong came out after Stranger of Paradise and was, in my opinion, probably very inspired by Stranger of Paradise to a degree. Just, way better combat. Like, if this game had the combat of Wulong, this game would be perfect. Because not only would I have the fast-paced action fucking combat, but I'd also have the super speedy character, because the character in Wulong is way faster than the character in Stranger of Paradise. And I mean faster as in faster, like they move faster, they attack faster, so on and so forth. There's just less weapons in Wulong than there is in this game. You're going the wrong way, Missing any orbs or goodies? Yeah, the orb on this map is in a weird spot. It's not in this building yet.
Enemy spot.
Let's knock them down.
Oh, trust me, I remember where a good chunk of them are, and the first one in the game I don't think appears until,
Really? I was just joking about secret rooms.
for quite a while, actually. Because I think the first one only appears once you reach the forest. Because that's when I started finding them. I may have found them here in this mission and in the first Chaos Shrine mission. I may have found them in there, but and not realized it. Because I fully explore all the maps before I fucking, take the fuck off. Also, be careful going out this door. There is a ballista that will be firing at us. However, you can parry the ballista with your circle. You can also block. I believe you can also block the ballista. However, it does do a lot of stamina damage.
Look out! It's aiming at us.
What are you aiming at me, sir? What about it? What about it? Also up here. We're safe up on this tower, by the way. Yeah, no, the ballista can move, yes, but the tower to our left is blocking it. I'm gonna run past these assholes, go take care of the harpy so she doesn't sit and fire at us the entire time. Then I'm gonna open up the secret pathway, which is technically not a secret because you can clearly see it, and the idea to open it is by using the ballista, which is just standing right here. There we go. It hits you, but you were in the middle of your circle animation. You're invulnerable during those. Yeah, you're invulnerable while opening doors, while doing your finisher animations, and so on and so forth. But, like, say you're just walking around, then the ballista could just slam you. We can destroy that ballista, by the way, and in order to get the special purple orb you need, we have to destroy the ballista, or you have to fight a griffin while dealing with the ballista shooting you in the ass. And griffins are kind of hard to deal with in the beginning of the game. Like, I'm not going to have too much trouble dealing with them, because you already know how my gear is. But you facing off with them, if the ballista is kind of firing at you while you're fighting it, it's going to get some good cheap shots in. You'll get double slapped by the fucking griffin and the fucking ballista. Come here, Tonberry. I hope you're keeping up, by the way.
Next.
You're heading towards the cubes that way. Don't touch those cubes or else you'll despawn the items over here. Chest right here. Alright. Now we're not going to go right. We're not going that way. We're going to wind up over there. Because the goal is to get inside the other castle, open the door, then touch the cubes. That way, you're at the bottom of the castle, so if you die, you'll just be there. But until those doors are open, it's not a shortcut. It's just a dead end until we open those doors. I bet that didn't feel too good. Took a little off the top. Hi, Rose. Ow, ow. Webs are hitting me, inflicting slow upon my body. Okay. Also, this is one of the special orbs, by the way. Not down there.
I don't stand a chance.
Oh, I was watching Ash go down, not you. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, back up there. Yeah, to your left. That orb, that's one of them. Now that the ballista... wait till the ballista fires and you hear it slam into the wall, then climb the ladder, because it will shoot you while you're climbing the ladder. Climb. Once you reach the second ladder, just stay at the bottom of the ladder. I'll have the ballista fucking dealt with in a second. Well, sorry, once you hear the ballista slam, climb the ladder and just sprint towards the fucking tower that it's at. We're going to be taking that downward left path once the ballista's done, because that's where the actual special one is. Alright, come kill the ballista. Okay. But yeah, just come kill the ballista. I'm way up here. Yeah, your goal is to get up to where I am, come kill the ballista, and then once the ballista's dead... yeah, once the ballista is totally toast, we can go back down the tower, then go to the building on the bottom left area. Yeah, climb the ladder. Ladder. Yeah, this is the way we actually have to go to get to the next part of the mission. Yeah, where we gotta go is towards that way. Like, towards that way to get to the actual part where we gotta go. But we're gonna go back down the tower and go towards that structure down to the bottom left, which is now our bottom right. Do the demo and max out all of the basic classes. That way you can start the game going straight into advanced classes. And the best part is I think demo players can play with actual players as well.
Stay cool, Jed.
So I believe we can join you for the demo. It's just we can only do the demo missions. Yeah, the demo includes the first 3 main missions of the game. The Chaos Shrine, Provoca, and fucking the mission we're on right now with the fucking Elf King. Use the treasury key in the middle of the room, should be the purple you need, along with the chest in the middle of the room. Bunch of loot. Remember, anything that drops for them can still drop, you can equip too. Like, the gear's not specific to each character. It's specifically, anyone can use it. It's just depending on your class to what gear you can actually use and which ones you can't. Also, armor is universal, by the way. Like, you can wear any armor with any class. So you can wear fucking Dark Knight armor with a fucking White Mage. Like, my Cyclic armor, I can wear that with any class in the game, because it's just armor. Armor isn't affected by your class. Only your weapons are, and, you know, your abilities. But once you acquire, like, the sword abilities and all your weapon abilities and the other, like, skill trees, they'll be permanently... Based on certain affinities, you'll be able to access all the skills depending on, like, what you have unlocked and all that type of shit. R3 is lock on. Yes, you can. You can change the controls. Up here, by the way. I'm back here trying to shoot me, Goblin, but still missing. I see the Raz. I wish I could buff Ash for you. Go up the ladder. There's a chest up here to get. Yeah, chest right here. Then you just come over here, drop down again, drop down again. Come here, you fucking goblin. Well, goblins.
Wasn't much of a fight.
I could do this all day.
Alright, those fuckers are dead. And now we go this way and go across the bridge. Drop down.
Let's
Grab
see
the
what's
chest.
inside.
Over here. Drop down.
This is that tower we saw. Time to explore. Warm welcome.
I want to see. Hit me. I take 1 damage. 1 damage. Me using a sword and a shield and still doing over 1,000 damage. Ain't that a bitch. Also, as I said, come this way, come to the front door.
Gotta love short.
Now that the front door is open,
Just what we needed.
we can grab the cubes.
Let's have a look.
Now, if we fail, we can appear at these cubes right outside the next story area. Also, some elevators have buttons in the middle, so yeah. Yeah, some elevators will have buttons in the center of the room that will make the elevator go up without the rest of the team. It's only in certain maps of the game, though. For what? The bombs? Yeah, they don't explode anymore if you hit them with their element anymore. They took that away. They do get bigger and get a bigger health pool, defense, and attack, though. So hitting them with the element that they are is not a good thing. You just have to just do damage to them.
You think he might be the one?
We need to make sure.
Also, I have two instant ability fires ready for the boss. Don't forget to touch the cubes. Look, Jack, Pubes here.
Let's relax for a bit.
Pubes here. Hey, look, Jack, Pubes. Well, let's say you could either check your gear before you go in, or we can just get this shit started. But I guess we're getting it started. Check your gear and the mission's done. Damn right. You can hold 600 fucking items, brother. So, don't feel afraid to grind.
There's no one here.
Did Big lie to us?
Yeah, enemies drop loot in this game, dude. They don't drop no piddly amount of loot. You get a lot of loot. Welcome to Diablo back in its heyday. Back before they nerfed the fucking loot pool. Yeah, they took that away too. That sucked ass.
This thing is back, and it hits hard.
He's after you. You can parry that, by the way. You can't parry red, no. Red attacks you have to dodge or get out of the way. You get hind kicked. That was his Stampede skill.
Quicker than it looks. Pay attention.
Don't worry, buddy. You'll be okay. Let's get you Protega. That way you take half physical damage. Oh, let me get some of my fucking mana back real quick. No, I'll just dodge. No. 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 Bitch. All I did was shoot him the entire time. Oh yeah, he ain't fucking bullshit level yet, no. And yes, I can just shoot him and just do this endlessly.
Is that all you got?
What's inside? King of the Dark Elves?
First we gotta crack it open.
Let's start with that helmet.
Yeah, you can. Right, move right or right thumbstick left or right to swap enemies. Basically, whatever your enemy are locked onto, push left to go to the enemy on their left, right to go to the enemy on their right. If there's multiple enemies on their left and right, that's how you swap between them all. I just used the fucking blicky. Pulled out the fucking clock, dude.
He's good.
Better than good. Only Jack can fight like that.
Glad to see he's
Fucking
back.
8 shots, dude.
Took long enough.
What?
8 shots at 1200 damage is what I was doing. Per hit.
Bravo, Jack.
30-08.
And a round of applause for Jack.
Yeah, 30-06 lever action rifle. That's all basically what I'm using.
And Neon, of course.
You know who we are?
I'm a dark elf, you see. And we dark elves...
Just tell us about the crystals. That's all I want to know.
Good, good. Those who are to forge the future mustn't be concerned with trivialities.
I feel so bad for Astos,
We
dude.
cut to the chase.
I feel so bad for Astos, dude. Here's the map of the world, brother.
My castle is here, Make your way through this forest until you reach a tower. At its zenith, you will find the Wind Crystal. The journey will be perilous, but I suspect
The
that
Wind
does not
Crystal,
come
we
as
gotta
a
fight
surprise.
fucking Tiamat.
Any questions?
Just one. Is it
At the
true you made a
Zenith
deal
is
with
still is another
Chaos?
word for pinnacle.
No,
Yeah.
but you will.
Like that is having a fucking level of vocabulary that I wish I had, man. Back when English
By its
sounded
hand
fancy.
were the crystals extinguished, and only by its hand.
Instead of calling someone a fat fuck, call him a corpulent ninnyhammer.
Of course, a deal with a monster commands a high price. Your very lives may be required as tender.
You corpulent ninnyhammer. And yes, that was a real American word, by the way. That was actual American that came up with that. Corpulent ninnyhammer was an
Just
American
forgot what
term
it's like to hear
back
some
in the
good
old
news.
days of the fucking Industrial Revolution. Astos,
Safe
please don't
travels,
moan in my ear, dude. It's like, dude, no. We actually, well, I'm not going to say that. Well, actually, no, that's not spoiler. We do get to fight Astos. But I do feel so bad for him, dude. I feel so bad for Astos, because we shouldn't have fought him. Like, we should never have had to have fight that guy. He's actually a much nicer dude than you think. He may look creepy, because I didn't trust him at first, but he's actually a lot nicer than you'd give him credit for. Without him, we would never succeed in, taking out the Fenians. Basically, being that our characters don't have their memories right now, they don't remember who Astos is. Because they traveled with Astos every time they came to this world. Astos is the only one who remembers. Yet also had to watch, Jack and his entire crew break their promise to him over and over and over again because they couldn't recover their memories. So he starts losing faith. Which eventually leads to us having to kill him. Because in order for him to unlock Jack's memories, he has to touch Jack. Because Jack's darkness is inside of Astos. And once we kill Astos, Jack remembers everything. And that's what leads into the final events of the game. It's pretty terrifying. I thought Astos was like the main fucking bad guy. I thought we were gonna fight him at the end and be like, oh, this is the end of the game. No, it turns out he's just a nice dude who was just trying to help us the entire time. The dude who looks the most ominous, but then you look at my fucking character in my game wearing the fucking cyclic armor. It's like, yeah, dude, Astos should be scared of me. He really doesn't. God, he even turns into the Ultima weapon to try to kill us, too. Mm-hmm. Your affinities, dude. It's trying to pivot you to classes that can actually wield the gear you're trying to equip. Each class can only wield certain pieces of gear. There are very few, 3 classes in the game that can wield every single weapon in the game. Liberator is one of them. My Divine Knight, that is one of the classes that can wield all the weapons in the game. Yeah, each class has different capabilities. Some can wield other weapons where others can only wield certain other ones. You're in the beginning of the game where the classes are limited on what they can do. However, as you get further, you'll start unlocking more shit. I should have recommended you to hop into the demo and then get this game and then, play through the demo, max out your shit, and then play the game. That way you could have started with advanced classes, but other than that, the game's fucking amazing. Like, Stranger in Paradise is an awesome game. Oh, I do not mind. Dude, read it. Like, read all of it. Like, your goal is to upgrade your gear as much as you can with the new gear you get. That is all you're trying to do. Just trying to make yourself as strong as possible so you can make it through the game. Well, the game may be wanting to pivot you to something else, but you need to be building based off of your affinities, not your gear. Because your gear comes after the affinities. Like if it has the affinities you want, then you customize your gear to have these passives that you want. Yeah. Yeah, like later on in the smithy, you can change the passive effects, like the special abilities of the weapon. Like those passives, like the fucking percentage passives, not like golden passives. You can change those, but only with fusion. And yes, you can fuse weapons together, putting different abilities on different weapons. However, it has to be a weapon of I believe of the same type. So I don't think you can fuse a greatsword with a single-hand sword. I don't think you can. Oh, it feels so good outside right now. Like it's a nice, like cloudy day. The clouds are white. Ow. Yo, Raz, you talking about Strangers or PSO2? Okay. Oh yeah, if you want to go do that real quick, we can always come back to this game. But no, I'm pissed now, dude. I'm actually quite mad. I set my coffee down. It tried to fall off my shelf. I moved my hand to stop it, but spilled it across my entire shelf and all over my fucking clean clothes. That just got washed 3 days ago. It's fucking stupid, dude. Like, one of those shirts I wanted to fucking put on today, too. But now there's just fucking coffee all over my fucking clean clothes, all over my fucking stand. So if I have to clean this. Like, I have no choice. I have to end stream and fucking clean this, because if I don't, my entire stand is covered in sugar. Yeah, so I'm gone. I have to hop off. I don't have a fucking choice right now. This pisses me off, because I wanted to fucking play Strangers all fucking day, but can't fucking do that, I guess.